ICAR Directorate of Floricultural Research, Pune, Maharashtra has released an advisory on blossom midge, Contarinia maculopennis, diagnosis and management in tuberose. This video is created to make tuberose growers aware about the blossom midge, its bioecology and their management under field conditions. Recently, tuberose farmers have been facing severe losses in flower yield due to deformed and rotten florets. Initially, this damage was thought to be due to disease or nematodes, but scientists of the ICAR DFR, Pune confirmed that such rotting and deformities of tuberose buds are due to maggots feeding inside the buds. Using taxonomic tools and DNA barcoding tools, the scientists of the ICAR DFR, Pune have confirmed the identity of this midge species as Contarinia maculopennis felt. Midge damage was recorded to be higher in central and south Indian states during rainy season. The maggots of these tiny flies feed on the internal portion of flower bud tissues. Initially, they feed on the basal and middle portion of tuberose buds, resulting in rotten and deformed buds, florets. Even little injury to the florets that manage to open shows conspicuous ugly appearance and become unmarketable. Sometimes midge damage symptoms resemble foliar nematode damage. But in nematode damage, plants' growth becomes stunted. Abundant prickle-like structures appear on the scape and flowers, along with undulated scape surface and hardened brown flowers. Blossom midge, Contarinia maculopennis complete life cycle in 14 to 17 days. Adult females lay clutches of 3 to 7 cylindrical eggs inside the newly formed tuberose buds. The eggs hatch in 36 to 48 hours. Initially, maggots look transparent. Later, maggot stages turn to pale white and finally yellow during subsequent developmental stages. Mature maggots measure about 1.5 to 2 mm in length, jump to the ground and form pupa in an earthen cocoon. Adults emerge 7 to 12 days after pupa formation during evening hours. The adult flies live for 3 to 4 days. Contarinia maculopennis can be identified by specific taxonomic characters such as the spiracles of the maggot's 8th abdominal segment are at the end of the posteriorly directed lobes. First antennal flagellum of adult female are 1.8-1.9 times as long as the second, and the male aedigus length extend beyond the length of hypoprost. Scientists of the ICAR DFR, Pune have advised the following management practices for midge management in tuberose. Sanitation is the most important for management of blossom midge. Since eggs and maggots of midges are secluded inside buds, it becomes difficult for the insecticides to reach such places. Thus, it has been recommended to collect and destroy infested buds, as they serve as a primary source of infestation in the field. It should always be ensured that all dropped buds and infested buds, still on the plant, should be destroyed on a regular basis. Place infested flower buds in a sealed container to prevent the escape of maggots and destroy them completely. Adult midges are free-living insects that often visit flower buds for oviposition during the evening hours, so mass trapping of adult flies or spraying oviposition deterrents, like NSKE 5%, will offer a better solution to reducing the midge fly menace in tuberose. Yellow sticky traps at 100 traps per hectare can be used for mass trapping of adult flies. Mature maggots jump out of buds to form pupa inside earthen cocoon, but successful pupation only occurs in moist soil. It was observed that the maggots fail to pupate inside the dry soil. It is therefore suggested to keep the soil between the two rows dry to reduce pupation rates. Although maggots could be killed with soil insecticides before they form cocoons, frequent racking up or harrowing the soil between tuberose rows would provide excellent control of midges, as it disrupts the life cycle of the pests and prevent them from emerging from the soil. For effective management of blossom midge, it's crucial to implement recommended practices collectively throughout the entire village or locality, using a zonal approach. Do not spray chemical pesticide, as they don't effectively reach midge life stages within buds and soils, which may pollute the environment.